Okay, we are going live. Okay. Okay, so it's live. That's good. Hey everyone, welcome to VirtualMuleys session 26. I hope you all can hear me well and see well. If someone can just confirm that on YouTube chat, that will be helpful. Let's see if someone can confirm that they hear and I'm sounding good, hopefully. Okay, so yeah, I see some confirmation. Thank you very much. Thanks, Michael and Indra. Okay, so that's good. Welcome to our today's session. It's gonna be on the Anypoint Community Manager. We will see overview and whatever demo we could see of it. I'll leave all that for Ravi. Today's our speaker is Ravi Tamda. He's from Capgemini. So and it's an interesting topic. I was talking to him and I was telling him like I didn't get chance to play with community manager, so it's gonna be interesting for me also to learn about it and see what is possible. So in few seconds I'll hand it over to you. Before that, usual announcements. On YouTube there's a chat on the right side of your video. Feel free to write your questions, comments, anything on there. At the end of the presentation, we will go over all those questions and try to answer as much as we can. There will be time limit, but we'll try to cover as much as we can, right? And last thing, I hope you all are safe and good wherever you are. So with that, Ravi, I'll hand it over to you and take us through the community manager.
Thank you, Manik. Thanks for organizing this event today. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining today, even during a working day. So today we are going to talk about Anypoint Community Manager, which I'll also call it as ACM. I don't know how many people heard about it. This is one of the most powerful tool that is launched by both MuleSoft and Salesforce. We'll see what are the features that are covered as part of this Anypoint Community Manager, and not only just Anypoint Community Manager, we'll also try to understand business around it and why people, which kind of customers actually they can go for Anypoint Community Manager. I know most of people who joined in this today's session, maybe developers, starting from developers to architects, and you might have used all other offerings from MuleSoft, right? But Anypoint Community is not that we use on day in day out, but it is a very powerful tool, and understanding is very important. That is why we take some time in understanding current business. Okay. So I'm Ravi Tamada. I'm a technical architect. So anyone who want to reach, you can reach me either through LinkedIn or Facebook. Okay. Let's see. This is we have very big agenda for today because there's a lot more need to be covered. But based on within our 1 hour time, I'll try to make sure that we'll cover most of the things. And so first, see, before we just talk about Anypoint Community Manager, we should understand where exactly our current world is going on, and to meet that current needs, what a business is looking after. Okay, and how API enablement actually helps in achieving those goals. And when you have so many APIs, how those APIs need to be managed. And there may be so many solutions, but out of that, API portal is something which we can use it. And later we see what is the API, Anypoint Community Manager, and what are the features, and what we can do with that, and how it is different from other components. Understanding is very important. And we'll also talk about one real-time use case, one of the customer, how they used it. And as I mentioned just earlier, I can't show the live demo because of the it's as a licensed product, but I try to mimic more than the live demo so that you get more things from my live demo. Okay, coming to that, see, let's see now this slide is looks very important for us understanding from architect. See currently if you go back just four decades back, like in 17th century, like in during that time, see, I know that's we call the first industrial revolution, wherein steam engines are developed. So at that moment, that is a great thing. So people started thinking about that, and so many industrial revolution happened on that, right? So everyone talked about that. After that, in 18th century, if you look at that, is in second industrial revolution, wherein power has electricity has developed. We know that without electricity we can't live, but still it was invented in 18th century itself, right? But it's not so exciting now because it's already invented, but still we are still living on that. Coming to the 19th century, that is in third century, computers, we all belong to that, but we know I don't need to explain much. So in 19th century, even a small computer, and we've talked about bigger mainframes and all that, but now we know how much it expanded. So now people are already people are invented more, and still it is going on, but it's not so exciting now. Let's see now what happens now. If you see current situation, right? People are there. You can understand, right? See, now people are actually. This is the current situation now. Even we are talking about we are still people want to keep distance, but still we want to be connected. So the next generations, we need to really see that even without people intervention, how to make all these systems connected. That is very important for us. So if you look at in current generation, that is what current industrial revolution we call it as. Everything need to be connected. In which technology, whether it is a human or whether it is a system or any other mission, everything need to be connected, right? So everyone start realizing it, how to connect it. Like we can't if you want to make your business, I can't run in silos. So people started how to connect it, and whole world is actually working on that. And let's see some live examples because it's very important to understand. So we know that Walmart, right? So even in current situation, we can't people are, you can't go out, and we can't buy out, right? Now Walmart has come up with a virtual reality shopping. So without going to any supermarket, we can do that from home itself. Now even in current pandemic situation also, these kind of ideas already they have got patented, and these are very important. But just imagine, this is not something Walmart has invented, but just imagine that without going to any mart, you have to do everything, including take your you do all your shopping and also do payment and do it, and also get a real feel, right? So there are a lot of systems are actually backend. They are talking. We don't know in which technology, starting from the mobiles to the mainframes, and they may be in different technologies, right? So there is a lot of things happening. Physical, that's called physical and digital convergence is happening. There is another example given by the MuleSoft saying that they are very they are big they have very big stores across the world. And suppose if you go to that store online, and if you search for a particular product, and if it is not there, it won't leave you. It also gives you where exactly that product available in your store. Here also you can imagine how the systems are connected and they are giving the information. So people are actually, current generation is they're looking for that. And also I don't need to explain about Amazon Go also. People are just go inside and swipe it and come out. Even so everything will be automated. So in all these three scenarios, you can see that how the systems are connecting seamlessly and doing that. Okay, then you can imagine how forget about the technology. We know that as an integration guys, we can think that if most of the things maybe connecting by exposing hundreds of thousands, millions of APIs, right? So it's very much required to understand the importance of the APIs. And when communicating, like, and building an API network is very important. Now it's not like one API. We need to manage hundreds of thousands of API. If someone has to come up with a new product, they have to manage these APIs very well. Then only they can come up with new products, right? If you look at in earlier cases, people used to do in silos, and you take in banking. If you want to draw money, we need to go to bank, and then only we need to withdraw the money. Now we started from many years, we are used for that. How banking is revolutionary, I need to tell it. So APIs are something, one of the key things that are actually playing a major role in current world, right? So now we understand that people are connecting, systems are connecting it. For that, one of the solution may be using API, make everything API enabled. Even legacy systems also, they are enabling in APIs. And once when you have so many APIs, it's very difficult, right? How you know which API is used, and which APIs to use to meet your requirements. So those kind of challenges are there for us. So, and also earlier, if you look at, developers used to do just develop and do that, but things got changed. When you do a development, it's not only just doing development. You need to do involve in all the cycles, like building the developments, and you participate in the forums, and be in part of the groups, and understand that. So if you look at earlier, I know that even now, even developer itself, they're individually managing the customers from the end to end. Earlier case, it is not the case. Even architects used to give something, and developer don't know what they're doing it. That was 10-20 years back, right? So everything is changed now. Now role of developer become a very big now, right? Now, so developer is playing a bigger role now. Let's say we talked about APIs, but how you manage APIs? There may be many solutions which are available in current world, but portal is something is a big, that solution actually gives you to make sure that all APIs can be combined together, and we can be browsed to in portals. See, I no need to tell about portals, right? Portal may be a single entry point wherein we can, once you log into that a particular organization's portal, we can go to the multiple portlets, and we can log into that and see. We can do so many things, not just content. It will be like a dynamic, and it's a live, and it not only just content. It talks about what currently trends are happening. All that happens. So using the API portals, these are the, I don't need to explain about Uber how they are successful by API enablement, right? These are the four customers actually. They used these API portals. They leveraged the capabilities of that, and they are grown up like anything. Okay, like Nodia is a bank, and Stripe and Twilio, all these companies are actually utilized API portals. So now we use API portals, but you can, there may be multiple people actually in this market. They are providing solutions to enable the portals. If you understand, if you're an architect, just imagine if you have hundreds of thousands of APIs, how you go to the market and say, okay, I have these APIs, we need to get business, right? So people are just they're exposing their APIs. But if you want to build an application, you no need to look into all these APIs, right? If you know about only few APIs, that is enough, right? What are the things logically we need to? So what people has come up with a lot of solutions, and MuleSoft also intelligently they come up with a new solution. Okay, what is that? We know. Let's see that. This is what we call it a Anypoint community manager. The first thing we have to understand is that it's not like any other product. It is an, actually they build after their it is jointly they collaborated, Salesforce and MuleSoft. And we know that Salesforce is a very successful product, and they have many offerings. Out of that, they have Salesforce Community Cloud. So when you say Community Cloud, it's a very powerful tool, and they use in different scenarios. But it has many features, like we can create the contents, we can create blogs. We see what are the capabilities we can do that. So MuleSoft what MuleSoft, we know that MuleSoft platform has, we know that it has a Anypoint runtime manager and APIs. We also, as a developer, we used to use our runtime manager or design centers, where we develop our APIs and test it and give permissions and everything we do, right? But just but you are not, you don't think just like a developer, because if you are an entrepreneur, and if you want to know, you want to come up with a new ideas, I can't go and say, I can't understand your technology, whether I don't know even what mule it is. I want to know what you people do, and if you tell me what are the endpoints that you expose it, I can come up with new solutions, right? So even in the, for each industry, if they expose it industry wise, we can come up with. So MuleSoft has they have come up, so with the help of Salesforce, they have built up Anypoint Community Manager. Okay, so we'll see in detail what are the features which are available with that Salesforce community. If anyone already worked with a Salesforce community cloud, they can understand actually importance of this Anypoint community manager. Okay, and then see, by using that, we can build very dynamic portals. Dynamism is very important. If you open your portal, even within your organization, if you open a portal and if it is having a stale content, no one will actually use that portal, right? And also it's not just content about it, and we should actually um, present the content properly. So to do that all one, this API Anypoint Community Manager really helps a lot, and it's selling your APIs and come up with a new products, right? Um, so in a nutshell, all that. And let's see how. See, we know that Anypoint Exchange. In Anypoint Exchange, as a developer and architect, what do you know that we build an APIs and we publish to the exchange, right? But we everyone knows it. Just publishing exchange APIs, if you really look, if any business comes, they can't understand anything. If you go to a market, if you say that I build this API, it accept this input and output, they don't understand. If you talk in a business terms, that is very useful. So it clearly gives, if you look at an existing APIs, most of the APIs even don't have any documentation. What it do, you don't know, only developer knows it. With that, we can't expand our business. So that is why what MuleSoft is that they use Exchange as a base for that, and they build an API community manager on top of that. Like, you also know that, right? MuleSoft has built REST APIs. Everyone knows it, right? REST APIs, we can use it. There are some public REST APIs and public REST, private REST APIs. Using that, what you can do is actually we can expose our internally, we can expose the data. So let's imagine that you have a lot of content inside our Anypoint Exchange, and if you want to leverage that, if you give, because Salesforce is already having a powerful tool, if you allow Salesforce to extract the details and present in their community cloud, we can do miracles, right? So that's what MuleSoft exactly did it. Okay, so community manager is something they build on top of it. And also we see when you see, when you look at a very low level, we never get an idea. But if you look at a broader level, like if you look at our current development at a 2000 level, 2000 feet level, and 5000 feet level, then you will understand what are the problems currently by working in silos in different like building application into different Anypoint runtime. I will see how what are the problems and how to mitigate those problems and come up with an good solutions. We'll see that, right? And also, if you see that one earlier, only one developer. No, now everything is changed now. If you do Exchange, if you ask some CEO to log in into that, they never understand what is that, right? We can't get anything. So, but if you look at, we can by using API Community Manager, we can onboard all these people like developers, architects. Just give some permissions, and they will go, and marketing team knows what is exactly they're doing it, and they build their APIs, and no, they will prepare the content, and the technical writer further polish the content, and they will present the contents, right? Like that, everyone do it, right? So graphic designs are required, but it is very important to understand that, as I mentioned earlier, presentation is very important, and presenting the correct content at the correct place is very important. So all that capabilities are can be achieved by using API Community Manager, right? We'll see what can be. If you look at any content management tool, if anyone worked on that, we can understand. So see, by using that we can do many things. Few of things is that, see, if you want to build, see how quickly we build an portal is also important. So what MuleSoft did is that so that platform itself provides lot of themes for you, and lot of options for you. Using that we can quickly drag and drop it, and we do minor customizations, and use already existing pages and build a portal within no time, right? Only limitation is your creativity, like that. And also I will tell you about we can create it when you create an APIs, and when someone from external world they want to know about, they want to do it. um, Currently if you look at current if you, all the APIs and exchange, they're not very see, we can't give everything out to outside world, right? Because certain APIs are only internal, those are not required for the outside world. So to avoid that one, we can create by using this API Community Manager, expose them and create forums and cases, and we can, if anyone has start using it, they like any other case management system, they can create it, because the community Salesforce Community Cloud has all that features. Okay. And also, see, when using APIs also, it's very important to understand what is the reports and everything, right? And those kind of things. If you log in that, actually this is how, if you are an architect and if you have an access, this is not an end user's portal. Once you create it and once you open this portal in our Salesforce, actually this is the page which comes up. So you can see that there are a lot of APIs. We'll go through one by one, but this is the how it page looks like. You can see that it's a navigation page, and you can do many things here, like we can create content and link here, you create forums, and you manage the users who actually can access it, and all the stuff you can do it using the single Anypoint Community Manager. Once it build it up, so we can publish it, and you can see, give it an access to the people. They start looking into our APIs and start interaction with you people, right? And also another important thing, as I mentioned earlier, see, applying the themes and designing is a very crucial part when building a portal. So being a powerful tool, Salesforce powerful, you can do whatever you want, like applying different themes, and based on the organization's color codes and everything, we can do it, so that it will be very more lively, and it gives you in a single portal you can do what exactly happening within your organization, right? Next, if you go to that, and also we can see, customize the page. Each page can be linked, and every page can be you can configure here. Okay. And also we can configure the, see, there are so many things we can do, even at the page levels, right? Like suppose as a content management, you create certain pages, you review them, and wherever you want, just publish them. So if the pages are very, if they are not old one, then we can remove it, and we can add a new pages, right? All this can be done seamlessly using Anypoint Community Manager. And also see, the one of the important thing is content, CMS, content management systems collections. The, um, already Anypoint platform, Anypoint Community Manager already providing features of any CMS collections, so we can just link them and arrange them. You can see that, right? You can do layouts, and you can arrange them and whatever you want it, right? Sometimes if you to build that one, only developer architect may not do it. That is why sometimes we'll bring maybe user interface designers and some content writers will come up. They will present your content in a proper way. That way, if you give access to this portal, any, see, you can customize it, so that if any CEO of a company, if they log into that, the way understand is something different. That also will be addressed. If as a developer, if you know that, we know where to see, we can see that one. So all those can be done. If you see here, within that community, actually our APIs are get displayed here. So only related APIs will be displayed here. If you want, again, if you click here, so I told, right, all the API details are actually exposed here, because all those are published from community actually ACM is actually getting all the details from Exchange and displaying in whatever that you want. Okay, and also one of the good thing is that once you get all the information, maybe the REST API, you can do so much of customization at the Salesforce itself in terms of further modifying your content, so that we can do what in whatever way you want to present these APIs, we can do it by doing a lot of customization at the Salesforce. But that you can't be done using our existing APIs within our runtime right platform. And also, see, I told, right, like APIs, if you look at here, it gives some context here, like whatever the APIs which are already there in Exchange, all those will be displayed, but we can customize it, and the way you displayed, we can completely change it, right? And also reports are very important. Sometime back I told, right, see, when you build an APIs, how, suppose an organization, you are built thousands of APIs running. When you say API, it is actually running on one server, right? We know how much cost incurred supposed to run the particular API. So unless until sometimes once we expose it, we know that many APIs may be just running and people may not using it. How you know that? Who are the people actually looking at the APIs, and what are the things that happen? If you know that, we can very properly manage, okay, which are the APIs are more popular. And so even though we have so many monitoring capabilities at the Anypoint platform itself, but here at the what are the users are using it, and all that based on that, you can take many decisions here. Okay, so you can see how many options are there. We can create dashboards, and there are a lot, so many inbuilt dashboards are there, so that we can understand which are the APIs are there, right? And also see, we can create groups, and on that we can ask a question. For example, while using an API, if you got some problems, if it is not working properly, and if you need some suggestions, you can you start some conversation, and it keep going. Like any other support tool, we can link them, and you can build that so that people can use this, right? And also, see, general question, there are also some discussions we can start, and once a discussion starts, we can manage them like an administrator. We can see which are the discussion, what is happening, if required anything, any actions need to be done, that those administrators of that Anypoint community manager can do all that. Okay, and this is a very, very important slide which I'm going to show you. I told, right, in MuleSoft, we know that as a architect or developer, we know all these features, but the one important thing is that, see, Salesforce Community Cloud is here, and they have, see, for that we need to, once you install certain packages, it extracts all the required details from MuleSoft platform, Anypoint platform, and we do some more customization there, and all the content, because Salesforce has all the companies right side, like content management, all that, everything is here. Only thing missing is that the actual business required APIs, because we talked about, till now we talked about APIs, all those contents are here, and they publish here and show them. Okay, and also one important thing what you to understand is that we know that, right, when you create an account, there will be an organization. Within the organization, we can have multiple groups. I think whether observed or not, what are the APIs, when you log in, that we all, at any time you work on a particular business group. That means once you log into business group, we can actually see only the APIs which belong to that business group. That means if you want to switch over to another business group, you need to go to that business group, then APIs. But as a business, actually, within your organization, I know that many people may be working with very big clients, wherein they have hundreds, thousands of APIs are running it. We can understand, right, business groups, how they're managed it. But as an external people, I never bothered about whatever organization. For me, you are the one organization. There may be certain APIs which are available, which can be used from business group one. There may be certain APIs which are under that business group. I want to visit. I want to have an access to these APIs, and so that I can come up with a new solutions, right? So to do that one, currently with this Anypoint platform, we can't do that one. So only with Anypoint community manager, just expose them required, so that within the organization level, you see all that, and you do you create whatever communities you want to create it, and populate those APIs and publish it, and ask user to start using it, right? And this is the one. So I think everyone is listening to me, right, Manik? If someone is getting any problem, please let me know.
You're audible. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So see, I will give you this. Understanding is very important. Let's say one organization has one business group. Under that, we know that we create APIs, mock APIs, and do that one. But they are limited to only the particular business group. External people can't do that. And also for other people, it is not required to know about other things, right? Why they want to know about API design center and everything. Even Exchange also, some certain things may not required for them. We talked about that is why we gave this contest before I start talking about Anypoint community manager. So and take to explain further, I take a business scenario like suppose I have my bank that's owned by me, and I have started my own bank, but my bank name is my bank, and you like Manik may be having another bank called as your bank. So you have your own business and I have own business, but at the high level we are doing the same business. So in my things I may be having credit department, so all APIs which are related may be placed under the credit departments, right? So if anyone want to give an exchange, they can only log in here, they may be looking here, right? But just imagine there are two business groups, multiple business groups, like there my company, they have two, I have two business groups. One is the credit department and one is the recoveries department, and there may be another department which I don't want to expose to external world, maybe some utilities business group where we build all the utility APIs and publish that, right? But as an end user, like suppose Manik is an entrepreneur and he want to come up with a new solution, right? Then how can he build it? He can't build it because how many APIs see, this is only my bank. Suppose there may be another bank, there are multiple banks are there. How can you look into that, and what are the APIs that building? Then only he can come up with the new solutions, right? So there is a gap now currently. So so that point you need to understand. So if you look at community cloud, what we can do using that, see, you can create for my bank, create your own one portal, like I can say that operational portal, ACM operation portal is my portal name, wherein I can link certain APIs and do like API management, members, contents, do whatever you want it. And at the same time, you can create multiple. See, I talked about only one portal, but in ACM, we can create n number of portals up to maybe 100 APIs that based on your license we can create it. You create some APIs, and for that we need to do some installations license. But apart from that, you can create it within the community itself. We can have different portals. So you combine all the APIs and create different portals, and give permissions to those audience who really want to see that. Okay, we'll see why you want to expose it, right? In a few years back, even when 10 years back, when you want to go, I never expected that a bank can expose your API to the external world, right? Because when you say bank, everything is confidentiality. No. See what currently happening, then I will explain you later, then you will understand. Okay, so these are the capabilities. So you get the details and publish here so that we can see here. See, you can see, right? See, from credit department and recovery department, combine the details and create a operational portal here. And if required, take from internal department, recovery department, and create ACM global portal. Similar to that, you can create n number of portals. So there is no limit, right? Because what you need, we need only certain details of APIs. Because your selling points are not any your product. If you go to market, what are the things? APIs, right? We talked about APIs. That is important. So I can, if you say these are the APIs where we get a lot of business, right? That's what happened. This is another scenario. Like, see, I think that there is a financial advisor, like Manik has want to start with. You want to come up with a solution, financial solution. Like you want to create it one solution here. But see, if you take this my bank and if they don't expose this, how can he create it? He can't create it. You can think that, see, every bank is having their own customers, right? Why they want to expose it? I will explain you later. But so there is a need for the even banks itself. They want to expose it. That we call it as an open banking in Europe, as people have started. So there's people are actually realizing, banks are realizing that they can do a lot of business. So as a financial advisor, what money can do, if I know certain details of customers across different banks, and I can come, because one bank is having their own customer details only, right? And another customer has own details, but one customer may be having multiple accounts in multiple banks. But how, as a financial advisor, if I register to this, if I use my application, if I as a customer use it, this financial advisor makes my life easier, because if I use my API, use this application, it gets all the details from different banks, whichever you belongs, because those APIs exposed and securely, he will come up with a different solutions, right? That's what that way you can do a proper investments and everything, right? There's a lot of business value add. It's up to you on how you use it. Okay, it's not about just a community manager. This is what I try to explain here. See, there is a financial advisor is there. If you have bank one, and this is my bank, and this is the Manik bank, so there is another financial advisor, they will get it details, and he will do all that here. Example is that, suppose if I want to, suppose I have accounts in both left and right accounts, and I have lot of amount is there in this bank, and I'm not using it, and there is very less amount here. If I want to buy a home, so who will advise it? So it's very difficult. Don't think about a small people. Like, if you have lot of money, and if you have many money is invested in many places, if you want to invest it, and if they expose all the details, he can advise. Okay, he can say that, okay, you invest here, because here money is something is, they are giving certain details here, you go here. That way, even this company also giving a lot of benefit. Banks are also getting a lot of business, even from the small banks and bigger banks. So every bank, if they expose their details, as a customer, I never bother about how many clients, how many banks are there. If you want to invest something, I can do. And very simple example, if you want to do an ATM, if you want to go and do ATM, if you want to buy nearest ATM, if you go Google, it gives you all the ATMs. I don't need it. I want the ATMs which are there by this bank, and it will give only filters and gives it, so that I can go there and get it, right? So I can find similar to that, from smaller solutions to bigger solutions, the way you use the portal. So we need a common platform. So if you use Anypoint community manager as it will become a very powerful tool, and you can build organization can build it. So, and this is about high level understanding is very important here. Okay, then next I jump on to actually see, it is not like a ready-made solution wherein you start use it. There are a lot of installations need to be done, because as most of us here in architects and developers, just I want to give some few yarn on what are the things. So we need to do certain enablements, like API community must need to be enabled. So then only there are many steps out of that. These are the major steps I try to document here. And also, see, you should be an organized administrator. One thing is that if you want to be administrator, that user should be an organized administrator, because see, when you linking this accounts and our Anypoint platform with the Salesforce Anypoint community cloud, all those details need to be populated there, right? Even normal users can't do that. So we need appropriate permissions need to be given it, and we need to do certain installations. Then only this product will come up. Okay. For that, it's not like we can do. Sometimes we need help from MuleSoft. They will provide you. And also, one other important thing is connected apps. So that once you create one portal, when you say portal, there will be certain URLs, right? So basically, what you do, there may be certain users are there. We know that how OAuth works, right? So basically, this is not about this connect app is not only for the Anypoint runtime community manager. We can link here so that connected apps can be we can give an access internally for who are all the users here there, right? Whenever someone from like ACM is trying to get details, automatically if you do the proper configurations here, then it will give that access to that. Okay. And also I talked about a few changes which are need to be done at the MuleSoft side. Let's see what are the things at the Salesforce at the major level. I will show you in detail in real time in near real from live. But see, when you want to use a user, I told, right, you should be a system administrator. You should be a system administrator, and you should have a Salesforce organization account. There are certain things need to be done. Then only you can do that. And there are certain prerequisites, like you should have an option to Salesforce CRM content user. So basically, unless until you do that one, you can't actually establish your community manager. Okay. And that portal you can't be created. And when you say portal, we need to be registered on domain, right? Then only we give. That's what we do. That the next step, maybe we need to do the domains here. And also, once you domain it, unless until you get an confirmation mail, you can't actually proceed further. So those are the, and also we need to enable the communities. To create communities, we need to enable the community options. Then only we can create communities, right? These are the some important steps which I'm trying to document. If anyone in the next future, if you want to work at these points, should be considered. Okay. Now, so communities have happened, and let's these are things, and I will come to, if you look at Anypoint community manager website, and you can see there is a page wherein CEO of one bank, I think you can understand by looking at these colors. They have built their own. It's an first Anypoint community manager solution built by the bank itself. Even if you log in also, you can directly see. I never imagined that I can even see what are the APIs which are exposed by the bank. Now I can go, even I can see that, and I can see that, see, if you are able to access that one, you can directly see this famous bank, what are the APIs they are exposed. And you can see, if you look at, they are not actually dumping your API details. If you look at some other pages, and you can see the what are the business value around it. So like different people who are from different roles, right? Business people, they can log into this portal. This is a live implementation of our Salesforce, our ACM solution, right? So this is a very powerful. So like this is one of the example why this company, really this bank want to come up all that, because in Europe, just now I told, right, open banking is now emerging. So they want to expose this, and anyone who want to, like this bank, there are some other companies, they may be building some other portal, expose these all the APIs. Big selling points are APIs. So they provide everything. If you look at here, it is not just content which we build from by pulling the data. Only API details comes up, but all remaining things, everything can be used. We can understand content management, a lot of things need to be done. And in Salesforce, actually, it's like actually, I will skip through screens because I have some near live demo I'm going to show you. Okay. So this is something like that. If you log in, that you can see that users will be there. And once you go there, you can see that, right, there will be a community manager. Once you create it, then only we need to do, once you create, earlier I told, right, created domains and everything. Once you created, we need to do certain installations. At that moment, we need a help from MuleSoft. They will, once we do installation, we can see in these are the predefined apps that are displayed in Salesforce. If you see that one, this is the community management administration can see, and this is the actual final portal. Because of confidentiality, because I didn't show that. But once you click this community manager, you will see that all this management API. Can you see here at the below? It shows, because as you are in an organization, you created this portal as an organization administrator. That means within the organization, what are the APIs which are, everything will be come up here, irrespective of the business group. So it is up to you. Just add and remove it and create your portals. Okay, and create it and manage. I will explain you what everything we do here. But this is the look and feel how we do that as an administrator. Okay, and see, you can manage your users, you can manage your portals. If you want to add the contents, I showed you one bank's page, right? How it comes, unless until you don't have contents, because content designers, they will come up and create all that. So create forums and dashboards, because of I showed the graphs, right? So all those can be built by using the and administration build. You can go to community builder. If you want to see the final product, you can see here. Okay, all this will be so you can see how powerful it is. And once you click this community builder, this is the builder. So when you say builders, we need all the capabilities, like what we can do, right? We create some navigations and create give some backgrounds, colors. Some people ask me, why you want to do all that? It's very important. Told, right, organizations have their own standards, like fonts, colors and everything, and they want to publish that. Even if you go to your intranet, every time what is happening in organization, those will be published here, right? But if this portal is specific to a particular business, like so what do? We need to publish all those details which is related to that one. Then only people will start looking into that, right? So all that you can do it, right? My APIs are displayed here. Okay, and also I can pull some content and see. If you look at here, I can see, okay, what is happening in my organization in context to that particular business. So all that can be filled up here. Okay, and these are the things. And what I do is I will I will, if you have any, before ask any questions, I will show demo. Okay. If anyone has any questions, you can ask, because we have very less time. Say you can ask. Mani, can I proceed further? Because it takes
Yeah,
5 to 10 minutes to show that like a real demo. I told, right, I can't show the pages, but try to mimic them so that you get a real feel of how that looks. I told that by this time I log into this Salesforce page, what I do, my assumption is that I already created my user has already has an administration role in that Anypoint platform, and I created some users there, and everything is there. So now I'm planning to start from the scratch. How you get a feel of how when you log into the Salesforce, how it looks like. So this is the, when you open anyone, if you want to do start from here, log into Salesforce and enter username and password. So it goes to the developer portal, something like that. Okay, this is how it look like. Then once you like, actually we can go to the developer account. When you go there, this is the page where actual account and developer account, something maybe user interface maybe looking different for different users, but overall it looks like that. Okay, then this is now why I'm showing is that once you create your account, because you need to do certain configurations, then only we can do installations, I told, right? So for that, what I do, if you click on our account, there's a circle and it go to the setup. I will click here. When you click setup, it's go to the actually to what you do. Even if you look at the documentation, it tells that you need to, we can quickly in Salesforce, if you want to go, if you want to do that, we can do a quick search. So now my next task is that create users. How we create users? See, I can, this is the default page that will shows. I didn't do anything now, just freshly created my account and create user. When you click it, create user, so then it shows all the users. So as of now, in this particular account, I am the user, and from my bank account, and I am a system administrator. This is very important. My profile should be system administrator. Then only I can act as an administrator for this. If you want, you can create some new users here. This is how we do actually create users happen. Now I will show you if I want to add edit that one. So these are the details how it looks. I told right earlier in that there are certain details, these are very important, and also as per installations you should be a system administrator, and also you have particular roles or should be the Salesforce CRM content user, and these are the some important things which I want to show you. So you created a user, and also make sure that you have certain profiles as per the installation instructions. Now I go to the domains, because I told, right, when you want to create a domain, I should define my own domains, because using the domain only I can publish my portals, right? So there is a flexibility to create your domain. So once you click that one, so we create your domains, and there are certain instructions you need to follow it. Once you successfully created, then you will get an email saying that your domain is created to your email account. Okay, that means you are done with. There are so many other things like community action. There are many steps we need to be done. I just try to mimic the major steps that we need to be done so that we can create any ACM. Okay, then I created the now at this moment my assumption is that I created whatever the things which are required and basic stuff. Now I will apps. I told it, I showed you earlier. When you click apps here, then it shows you an apps bank. This is, see, here one assumption is that I already created my um, my actually portal. So I will show you how it looks in later stage, but currently my intention is I want to see live how the any API community must looks like, and I want to understand what are the different components. And if you go here, this is my component, and here it shows your portal actual your portal ACM API name details, and you can see here, right? See, I showed here, if you look at here, my credit department, recovery department, what are the departments, all APIs which are under my organization, my bank, everything will be displayed here. So if you, I can also see that, see, credit detail department is displayed here, and the recovery department and MuleSoft related, everything displayed here. Up to me, which are the things we need to build as part of a my bank operations related to business. So I will try to mix. Earlier 00 and 120 is there. Now I'll try to mimic you. add community. I just added community here, and customer created here, and ATM locator is displayed. You can see that something like that. You can feel that this is how we add and remove. Suppose if you remove it, it removed it. So like that, this is the place where, see, earlier I showed the portal. What are the APIs which are displayed here? All those will be displayed once. Only those APIs which are displayed here, only in which are specific to my bank operations portal. Okay. Now I clicked here, and once it is done, then what now the next step is that, see, click here. So now I want to see these different options. Okay, in detail we'll see. This is the manage API, wherein you can create it and manage members. As any portal, we need a lot of users, you manage it. And CMS content, if you go there, we can see how the CMS content, and you can publish here, and manage forums you can be done, and dashboards you can create it, community administration. See, within the community itself we need to do so many things. I will show you how it happens. And we have to build actual right. We need to create the page, right? What I did is I try to populate the API details, and I would build it and open community. So now my page is there. Let's see how it goes. Manage members. When I manage members, we will be in the same page, and we can see, as of now I don't have any members, so I can't see anything. I will go here and manage CMS content. Actually, when you click manage CMS, it goes out of your portal, and you can create collections and content. Basically what you understand here is that this is a bigger place wherein you can create our pages, create them, and get ready, so that it will be linked. Now I am going back to portal now and manage forums. So it is also opens a new page wherein I can see. See, I told that forums, when you created, when someone is creating, I should answer everything, right? So all this will be displayed here. So you just manage it, administrator, you manage it. And dashboards, this is gives a page, and you can see how many options are there. Like, I can see who are all actually logged in, which are the APIs are accessed, and all the predefined dashboards. I think a lot of capabilities. You do it basically. You see a lot of reports and see that what are the actions happening with further this portal. So this is one of the very powerful feature that they created. And community administrator, there it also opens a new page wherein you can see preferences, members, and everything you do. Community itself, we want to do a lot of administration, right? Now let us go to builder. This is the actual part. Now added this customer management time, and let me click this builder. When I click builder, actually this is the builder. See even uh, see, if you look at here, this is the builder, how it looks like. It has it has so many things like components. I try to put all the operations, like even if you live also, you can't see all these operations at the same time. If you see here, you can do like, if you create a portal, even you can see this portal in different options, like how it looks in tab portal, all that can be done like any typical portal options. And usually it has different options. The first part we call it as a compact header section, wherein we have top navigation, search options, everything will be there. And middle part is the action API carousel, wherein actual APIs which are populated from our runtime MuleSoft, right? All those will be displayed here. This is the main thing which is coming from mainly from MuleSoft platform, remaining all created here itself. News, if you look at here, I can understand what is happening, right? So what are the content which is created in CMS content, you display here. And also trailblazers, like if any innovations are happening, it's like a live demo. All that we can be done. Also, if you ask a question, it will be like, if you look at that, shows like that. And also see, just imagine how many options is here available. If you want, you can go here. If you click here home, there are many options, like already pre-defined pages are there. Like if you click here, see how many options here. Like, see, there are, even you have login page, login error page, forgot check-in, all this can be pre-configured. Just we need to configure and link them, and everything will be ready. Every page, whenever get every page, it has an unique context, right? It will have some buttons, and also it has some images, and also layouts. Everything will be done when you click it. That's what this is the page we can create it. But currently this is the home page. That's what it's showing here. If you want to design something login, if you click here, instead of home page, that will be displayed here. So you just different pages, you link them, and you do whatever you want, right? this is how it happens. And also if you look at left page, there are components. Just imagine how many components are there. See, now my page is there. Within the page, I want to do few things. This is, I told that this is the API carousel. How it come? If you see a very big list, laundry list. See here, I have a API carousel is there, right? Just drag and drop. So it gives all that. So it know what to do and what content need to be dealt. So these many big, so many options are there, right? All those can be done using a single component page. And themes are something, you know that, right? When you click themes, these are the like colors, images, fonts that can be done. And page structures, if you look at page structure, you can define. See, when you say page need to be designed, right? This is not technology wise is not the one, but when you want to really build a page, these are things need to be done. Settings, if you go there, we need to do more, so many settings, like what are the themes levels, navigation level, linking them, everything need to be done using the settings. And this is how it looks like. So this is the complete I try to cover 80 to 90% of the features which are available within single portal, right? So understanding about the structure is very important. That's why I will try to do that. And once you preview it, we can go back here and see. Just now I clicked the preview. When I click preview, actually I can see the real page how it looks. In here I can see the final page how it looks like, right? This is the page which looks like, say, it has only content and trailblazer. This is the only one page, but similar to that we can do link them, and you can do as many pages you want. Okay. Am I signed out? Hello?
Yeah, no,
Am I
you are
audible?
good, Ravi. Yeah, you are good.
Yeah. So these are the major things which actually I want to cover. It covered everything. And also if I don't know how many people are actually, I want to show a few minutes about live example, because I showed right in here, because here we all here to know about the portal, and you want to utilize, we need to propose this portal to the different clients, right? So our whole goal is to build as an architect or whatever, whoever it may be. But if you give a permission, actually I can open this space. This is not part of MuleSoft, but I can show, because this portal is actually open. Okay. Manik, if I can open, I can show you for 2 to 3 minutes so that people will get real feel of that. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you if it is okay to share in public and stay in the
Yeah.
recording.
Otherwise,
You
see,
can do it.
no,
If it
if
is
I
not,
don't want, otherwise I don't want to show it. But I gave a clue, right? Basically, if you
yeah.
want to see that this is the page, actually, this is the thing already published in MuleSoft portal itself. You can go through that, but it has some portal is that if you go, we see the real power of that one, because it's not like simple. It's not like simple thing. We can really get the feel of how ACM looks like and what is the power of that. So whole thing is that it's not about you don't look the ACM as a simple portal and wherein it you dump certain content and people just API. No, just that is why we talked much about the business, where we are going, how, what is the future of this. And even it's not like an any other component, and they don't use it, and it's not, no, it's not the case. We use it actually only specific things, like when example you are working for a big organization, I told, right? um, Definitely in that case, we can propose, and we should understand, and we start using the advantages of ACM. Yeah, I think almost
Yeah.
I'm it's 60 minutes. I will logically give a stop here, and if anyone has any questions they can ask, because it's a working time. But at the same time, as Manik you do a very good thing, like whenever you do that, he will post it in YouTube. That's a very really good thing, so that anyone, even I am still exploring many things, and many things need to be explored. But I spend considerable amount of time in preparing these slides, and also make sure that everyone will get maximum out of this 1 hour. Okay, if anyone has even major questions or minor questions, anytime you can reach through LinkedIn, or you can directly go to YouTube, and that link you can have a conversation. so that any questions I can answer there. If you think that because we already exhausted 1 hour
No,
specified time.
yeah, no, thank you very much, Ravi. I think that was a great session and lot of content you covered for sure. I mean, there's a lot of content
Yeah,
for
actually,
one
see,
hour. So
I
it
can't
will.
give a live demo, right? That's why it
No,
took
no,
some
I
little
understood.
pain to
I
create
think
this,
it's
mimic it, without
uh,
compromising the security,
no,
confidential, without the
that's
secure.
really appreciated because for most of the people, even to get an access to any point community manager to play around or to try it out or to see how it looks may or may not be possible, depends on what type of access you have. So this one definitely gives an option to see how it looks, how internally it works, right? I think we have two questions on there, so we can quickly take those before we conclude, right? One thing was Harinita's, I see the ACM is part of the Salesforce. So if my client does not have a Salesforce as a source or target, but we are using like a MuleSoft platform, can ACM be applicable and in any way help in this scenario? So basically not Salesforce. So if I understand the question and if I have to summarize, is it like, do I have to be a Salesforce user to use Anypoint Community Manager, or being just a MuleSoft user, I can get the Salesforce Community Manager?
No, see, it is an completely what is that separate license. If you look at here, the MuleSoft is separate component. I told, right, that is why the main driving factor is that it gets the details only, API and related details only, but whole capabilities are at the Salesforce side only. That is why even if you want a, not like any other product, they will give a license. We need a lot of approvals. Okay, so because why you want customer want to spend those much, because it has so many features around it. But definitely it is a Salesforce thing. But I told, right, this is already product. MuleSoft has intelligently they try to utilize the Salesforce Community Cloud and expose their API, so that they are actually like you are actors like same wine in a different bottle, but this bottle is very bigger bottle, like. So so definitely it's major part, I think. See, I told, right, if you look at that portal, actually it shows you how it's not just showing the APIs. Lot of customization need to be done at the Salesforce side if you really want to have details, right? Just assume that
Yeah.
like an integration guy, see, source system just send the detail, but as a middleware, what do? We do a lot of enrichments, right? So all that, who will do it? Similar to that, just data, but Salesforce is doing a lot of things, and present in the content, and whatever you want you can do it, because all those can be done at the Salesforce side, right? We can do all the programming at the Salesforce side.
Yeah, no, I think that's so. So basically, you will need something from the Salesforce. So just I would say reach out to probably your CSE, customer sales representative, and they should be able to guide you over how to get access to community manager.
So
The next one, I think Michael already said. Probably we cannot discuss cost here. Uh, do Salesforce customer get price discount? I wouldn't go for that cost related questions, Michael. Here, probably reach out to CSE. So Ravi, the question was, does Salesforce customer get a price discount? And we usually try to avoid discussions about um, specific cost in here. So I'll get a next one question. It is a minor question. Would you explain what is the difference between a production domain and sandbox domain?
but this is not specific to this ACM, right? The question is not related to ACM,
Probably.
I think.
Yeah, I think that
But
I'm
you
not.
can answer generic, but I don't think it's the right forum where we can discuss about other things here.
Yeah, I mean, if there are in general production domain or sandbox, within that would be sandbox something where you play your community manager or even play around your portal. Once you are all good with it, the final production would be kind of like a publicly available thing or to whoever
Yeah,
you
I think if
grant it.
that is the context,
Yeah.
see, I told, right, see, whenever you do here, we build it a portal. See, this is the portal. See, we have published, right? Just imagine this is like a simple content management where you do we need lot of approval. Someone will look into that, then only they will publish it. Once you publish here, it build, there will lot of options. End user then see beyond see certain options, right? It I see very simple like any internal organization portal. So I can see only that one. Like it at the end of the day, it is a simple portal. So unlike public, though it only go to the production. Like even though you open it, we can't see that one.
No,
Hello.
right. Thanks. Yeah. No, thanks. Uh, I think those were the questions. One last clarification. Instead, SF, if we have a custom portal apps, I think we can custom build with MuleSoft APIs, but that is all different. Not directly related to ACM, but I think the question is if can we use alternate API portals and still show the MuleSoft API. I think that's possible. I
Yeah,
mean, there are
see,
so many API
one thing
portals
MuleSoft
available, right?
says, Manik, see, this is the bigger picture, right? People who really want to see, this is the actual MuleSoft in a portal, but we already know that within the platform itself, we can create portals, right, through the exchange. But if you look at, that's what LA told. That is at a very low level, low picture. But if you look at a high picture, like any other want to look at that one, but those portals are not sufficient here, right? We never got a
Yeah,
context, business context. Okay.
yeah, yeah. Of course, I mean, like having something built within the platform will have its own benefits to create your portals and all the data there. All right, I think we don't have any more questions, and we are over the 1 hour time. So we should be able to stop it here. Ravi, do you have anything else to add on? Or
Yeah, I think that's all because it is almost
yeah,
not 10
no,
minutes. It's not good to take much time during this time.
no, thank you very much. I think it was a great session. We saw a lot of content in there. Definitely, like I was saying, I haven't used community manager, so it's a good time for me to also to see
Yeah,
how internal it looks, how it works inside. So thank you very much for all this session, and thanks everyone for joining us tonight here
yeah. Thank
tonight
you all for
today.
joining today's
Yep,
session.
yep. Thanks.
Thank
Stay
you.
safe. Stay healthy. Thanks, Ravi.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Bye.